Hey guys, what's up? It's Decatix, and I thought for my next video I'd read a creepypasta, so I've recorded myself reading it, and I'm just gonna throw up this black screen and let the recording go. I'll put the creepypasta story in the link if you want to read it. It's one I wrote, so it's not gonna be that good, but I don't know, yeah. Hope y'all enjoy. Let me just start off by saying, I love to play side-scrolling pixelated retro games. So when I heard about a game that's coming out which fits all in all these areas, I'm there, no questions asked. I first heard about the game Osmonds Great Day from a friend. His friend worked on development of the game. He was talking to me at school about how his friend was going to give him the pre-release of the game and a free copy once the game came out. I immediately asked him if I could play when he got it. Like I said, I love side-scrolling retro games like that. Him, being my friend, agreed but was uneasy about it. As if in thinking, it's my copy. What should I have to share with him? When I got home from school, I logged onto my computer and searched up Osmonds Great Day on Google. The first results simply said what I had searched up, and I clicked on it. I was greeted with a 5-page long article about a game and a nice big picture on the top right of the article. At first I thought, screw this, I'm not reading all of that. But my curiosity got the best of me, and I had to read it all. The first sentence read, Osmonds Great Day is a side-scroller retro-style platformer game about a simple businessman who goes on a great adventure. It went on to say a lot of stuff about how Osmond got sucked into a magic time portal or something. It was very confusing. It still sounded very interesting though, although it spoiled most of the game for me. But I didn't care. It was still really interesting. It was more of a non-violent, feel-good adventure game, and I like that. I'm not much for shooting violent games, so this one looked right up my alley. But it didn't say the release date, and I was hoping it would be soon. The next day at school, I talked about it with the same friend whose friend was helping make the game. It looks pretty cool, I said excitedly. I know, right? He replied to me. We talked through all of our classes together about the game. So when's the game going to be released? I asked. You said a few months, but I'm not so sure, he said. As the months crept past, my anticipation grew. There were some nights where I couldn't even sleep, I was so excited for this game. After about 6 months, I went to the website for the game again. What I saw shocked me. The title, instead of reading Osmond's Great Day, it read, This project has been cancelled. What the hell? I said under my breath. And then I grew into him. What the fuck? I slammed my hand on the table. This couldn't be happening. I called my friend on his cell phone. Hey, have you heard from your friend yet about the game? Yeah, he says he doesn't want to talk about it, he replied. Is there anything he did tell you? I asked. Yeah, all he said was that the creator, Osmond, committed suicide while game development, he replied. Osmond, I said quietly. Was the game named after him? No shit, he said sarcastically. Apparently something happened with the game, the creator suddenly just couldn't handle it and killed himself. I guess something went wrong and they lost something vital, and that was the creator's life work. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. A lot of other shit happened and he can't tell us. I didn't hear from my friend for a couple more weeks. Soon a page leaked on the internet about what happened to the game. I found it as the first result. The article wasn't that long, but this is what it said. The game Osmond's Great Day has been cancelled due to the unfortunate suicide of the creator, Osmond Dreary. We have a witness's statement here. The editing room wasn't that busy at the time. I remember the pictures of Osmond, pixelated character pinned up to the wall, and the real Osmond hunched over his computer. I kept working on drawing and perfecting the characters for about 20 minutes. About 5 after that, Osmond started lightly tapping on the computer screen. I remember him saying stuff like, oh no, 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 and hello, hello, between each light tap. Soon he was banging the computer screen screaming, no, no, no. A fellow editor came up to Osmond and said, Sir, what happened? Osmond turned to the editor and said, We have lost all the game data of the game somehow. I could see a tear running down Osmond's cheek. I said, Sir, it's okay, we can just postpone the release date and restart the thing. He turned to me and said, "Do you not understand, idiot?" I stopped speaking then. Osmond never usually spoke to people like that. Osmond walked over to his desk and opened the drawer. He produced a pistol out of the drawer. "Holy shit!" I had heard an editor say. Osmond then turned to the picture of the character and said, "What a terrible day." He then placed the gun on his head and pulled the trigger. He fell to the ground dead. Little black objects slid towards me. One of those flash drives. There was a note attached to it. The note read, "To whoever shall find this, I keep that flash drive locked up in my locker in the editing room now." The flash drive was since gone missing. And that's all it said. "Wow," I said to myself. "Wow," I kept saying. Suddenly my phone rang. "Hello?" I said into the phone. "Hey," my friend said. "Oh, hi," I replied. "Meet me at the park now," he said, and hung up. I got on my bike and rode over to the park. I walked over to my friend. He had a sly look on his face. "What did you do?" I said sternly. "Oh, nothing," he said slyly. "Just this." He pulled out a little black flash drive. "Where did you get that?" I said to him. "Stole it from my developer friend," he said. I froze. That must have been the editor who was giving the statement. "No way," I said. "Is this a copy of the game?" "I'm not sure. Let's go back to my house and try it out," he said excitedly. "Alright," I said, a bit uneasy. I had a bad feeling, but I still followed him back to the house. He started up his computer and slid the flash drive in. When the computer faded into his desktop, he selected the Open folder and View Files in the flash drive. Soon a file came up with only one application, Osmonds Terrible Day.exe. "Osmonds Terrible Day?" a friend asked. "It must have been a working title," I said to him. He ran the game. The title started a bit strange. It was Osmond, but instead of the two blue pixels for his eyes, they were dark gray. Instead of his brown hair, it was jet black. He was wearing a dark trench coat that went to his feet instead of his nice business suit. And the strangest part was that he was holding a gun in his hand. The music was still happy-go-lucky music, but with this picture, the music added to the creepy vibe. Shit. Was this supposed to be a horror game? My friend asked. "Beats me," I shrugged. "Press enter." My friend obeyed. My friend obeyed the blinking text which said, "Press enter to begin adventure." The game flashed for a few seconds, then faded to another text stream which kept blinking, and the text kept changing for a split second. It mainly read, "It was a normal day." I could barely see the word normal changing to horrid and insane, then the word day changing to night or moment when it faded to more text. Osmond was sitting at his desk. But then for a brief second the word "sitting at his desk" changed to things like going insane and murdering his friends. The scene faded into another scene with the Osmond from the menu sitting at his desk writing something. Then a text box appeared. "I have finally done it," he said. I saw him grab a gun from his desk. "This game is awesome," my friend said. He then assumed control of Osmond. He got the controls down so I could proceed through the level. In the background were buildings on fire and planes dropping bombs and people marching in the city. Soon he came across an NPC. The NPC did not look too good. My friend went up to the NPC, and Osmond automatically stabbed him in the stomach. "Hey," my friend said. "I didn't do that." The NPC fell to the ground and a text box appeared above it as its dying last words. "Why did you do this to us?" it said. He proceeded forward. Soon a group of soldiers came into view from the right side of the screen. They tried to attack him, but my friend shot them all with the gun. He kept proceeding through the level, killing more soldiers than NPCs on the way, until he got to a cutscene. In the cutscene, a smoke grenade hit Osmond's face. Osmond fell to the ground and smoke surrounded him. The screen faded black. When the screen faded in, Osmond awoke in a car, handcuffed. A text box appeared from the little cage where you could view what the driver was doing. You know you didn't have to kill us, it said. Then Osmond's text box appeared. I didn't mean to, he said. It was just an urge. The driver's window said. The car came to a stop. Osmond was hauled out of the vehicle and dragged down along a hallway. He then punched the guards and grabbed their guns. My friend assumed control of Osmond again. This time Osmond had dual pistols. As he walked, those random NPCs came out of nowhere. Osmond automatically shot them. The word insanity flickered across the screen. The NPCs became more frequent until they filled up the level and surrounded Osmond. Then a man appeared before him. The text box appeared again. Why did you do this to us? It said. I had no choice. Don't you want to save this world? Osmond said. No, the man said, and all the NPCs started clawing at Osmond's limbs and face. Not like this, Osmond Jury. Not like this. Soon hundreds of the word insanity filled the screen. All we could see were glimpses of Osmond killing all the NPCs. Pretty, well, beast. And the text box appeared from the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You didn't have to, was all it could say. Then we could hear a little yelp. And we could see Osmond's eyes, gray and lifeless. And then the credits came up. But they didn't list developers. Just told a story as a scene of Osmond trudging into a sunset played in the background. The text read, I've done what no other could have accomplished. I've purified this world. I must go on to the other worlds, other lives, other Osmond Drearies. I must purify all the worlds, and I must construct all the others too. At the end of this short paragraph, the Osmond scene put a gun to his head, pulled the trigger. Right when we heard the gun strut, the screen cut to black, and some text appeared saying, Otherworld, here comes Osmond. And that was it.